and sometimes maybe I still feel a little, can people hear us and stuff like that, and a van moves.
It moves, exactly. It's the moving. I think maybe not the sound, but it moves. So
it does. It's like we.
You can, you really see that there is something happening.
Yeah. Ooh, they're having a good time over there. Okay, we online. Welcome to another episode of Exploring Happiness, where we talk about alternative lifestyle, money, freedom, and happiness. And I have Anna with me today. Hello. And I am Niki, and today the topic is very juicy. We're gonna talk about why Anna and her family chose to live in a van, or van life. And also, I will also share a little bit why we chose to live in a van. So welcome, Anna, and to another episode. I'm so excited about this. It's Wednesday. We are a little bit all over the place, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been some interesting days we had here. We are at a campground in Portugal. And some of us didn't have so much sleep, and some of us stuck in some business stuff. So we are, we're trying to figure life out at the moment. So take us as we are. This is why I took a funny T-shirt on.
Yeah.
And our hair's all over the
it
place.
Yeah.
Anna, why van life? Why didn't you just buy a big house and settle in an apartment in the middle of Berlin and you raise your children there?
And have a dog and a cat.
Yeah, especially a dog.
Yeah.
I would do a dog. So just to quickly say, because maybe some of you already know Anna, but some may not. Anna, you have two beautiful children.
Yeah, 3 years old. Anton and Merle is 10 months old now.
Yeah.
And I just don't like living in a flat, and I also don't like living in a house. Well, I always wanted to live with other people, like in a shared flat or in a community.
Yeah.
Or now in a bus, which is also fine. And I like to be outside. So this is when we live in a van, this is what it gives us. We can live more in nature, or at least more outside. And then it is also a way for us of to do the exit. Like Philip doesn't want to work a 40 hours
work week. Yeah.
So he got really upset with that. I don't want to do it either.
No, who wants to do that?
We want more flexibility and more independence. And when we do van life or when we live in a bus, we can stay and live where we want to. So we can be more in sunny places.
Yeah.
Which is also nice. We can extend the summer a little bit.
Yeah.
And then what else? I have to check. Another thing that is important for us to live in a minimalistic way. So we wanted to get rid of the stuff we have. Like, we don't want to have so many things. And when you're in a bus, you're just automatically limited to a certain space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. Like, you don't have space for it. For example, I was in need of new T-shirts, not because this is not awesome, because it's awesome, but then I have to get rid of something else because I have such, I don't know if they can see it on the camera, but I have such a limited space for my clothing, and in general, just you become a minimalist. You have to.
You just have to.
And it's fantastic because you only have the things around you that you need, right?
Yeah, you need, exactly. That's the point.
Yeah. And but you said also yesterday we have to talk a little more about our feelings in this podcast, and we did yesterday. So I know that you've been living in a flat, and I know that Philip had a full-time job before and felt really exhausted. And how do you feel difference compared to back then and now? And can you also see the difference in Philip compared to living in a city? Because you lived in Berlin?
We lived in Cologne.
Cologne.
To Cologne.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so back then, Philip was tired, exhausted. He played with Anton in the living room, and he fell asleep while playing.
Oh no!
And then he started to complain many times, and that's not Philip. So he is not the type of person who complains and swears. He started to swear.
Oh wow,
Usually
Philip.
he doesn't do that. Yeah, no. He got really
Wow.
angry and like, yeah, he is such a positive person. So he
Exactly.
doesn't get angry, but yeah, he got really angry, and a few times. So yeah, so he had like a shift or a change in his personality, and for me, I just get like what is it?
Oh
I want to go. Like I can't.
Ooh, hesitate.
Unsettled
No,
but
yeah, unsettled. Yeah, I don't know. There's a word for it in English,
so
but
I really love traveling. I really love seeing different places and other people, other cultures. And then if I stay in Germany, and I actually don't want to live in Germany,
no.
so that's also one point. But when I stay there for a longer time, like a few months or half a year, I have this feeling that I have to move on. I have to go somewhere. I need to see other. Want to take pictures. I need inspiration, and I don't get inspired when I live in Germany. And
I thought it was just me. I feel exactly the same way, and I have felt like this since my childhood. Actually, I felt
me too.
because I'm actually German too. So my grandparents are from Hamburg, and we would often go, not often, because my dad didn't want to. We had at least once a year go to Hamburg, and I love that feeling of coming there because it's actually a really beautiful city as well, and it has a lot of culture and nature still, and still water and stuff, and I felt the same thing even then when I was small. I felt, I wanna do something different. Give me some creativity, some colors, some smells, some different culture, food. So I completely understand how you felt. I don't like to be in one place.
Yeah, me too. And then when you have a child, was at least the point for me. We had Anton, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to stay at home with a child. That is even more boring than like. Yeah, like because when you don't have a child, I mean, you study or you go to work or you see your friends, you go to a bar, to a club. So you still have free time and you go do your free time activities. We used to go climbing a lot.
Oh
and then we had Anton, and then someone had to take care of him. Like, so usually it's the woman.
Yeah, and especially in the beginning, you have the boobs and
This is what I need. And then there was another kick, like, okay, we have to do it a bit different in a different way. So I'm happy, I'm satisfied. So when we had Anton, I think I was the one that struggled more than Philip at that point. When we came back from our first trip, I think Philip was the one that also had
it's always interesting when you then, because the same happened to me and Jens. We went to Italy to get a break from everything. And when we came back, it was just such a struggle to get into the normal rhythm again. Yeah. Because Italy actually also showed us how stressed we were. Immediately when we arrived, we got sick because we were living such a busy life and not really taking care of ourselves. And I thought, wow, I don't want to do that like the next 40 years. And then every time I go on holiday, I'm getting freaking sick. Yeah. What the F? Yeah. No, don't want to do that. Yeah. I had a question, but now I talked myself out of it. Jens is saying, can you bring the microphone closer to your mouth?
Okay, I do.
He's watching us all the time. Checking. What are the ladies doing?
Well, I have a question then, if you forgot your one.
Yes.
So what do you struggle with when you do van life?
Oh, yeah. What's a good one? What do we struggle with when we do van life? What an interesting... It depends on the weather, I must say. When it's been raining, and it never rains in Portugal. It had been raining all the time here for a long time. So what I struggle with is because I would like to be outside and do my exercise, do my movements. And that is one of the things, because you don't, when it's cold and it's raining, and you have such a limited space and you can't go outside, that is one of the things I struggle with. That I think is hard. What else do I struggle with? I will say the toilet situation could be sometimes.
Yeah. Well, we hadn't had a toilet before.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we had to find a place, and
shit.
that was a hard one in Italy, at least. In the other countries we've been to in the eastern part of Europe, it was okay.
Yeah.
But in Italy it was hard.
Yeah, I could only imagine, and that's what I also said to Jens. If we do van life, I want a toilet, because when we have a periods, you know, and getting yourself clean, and
that gives you luxury in a van. Having
and
a
I
toilet.
remember, and now it's gonna be dirty, but I remember an episode in England where we had food poisoning. And I couldn't have done it without a toilet.
No, that's
and
too hard.
But still, it was difficult because we both got it at the same time. Yeah, shit. So much shit.
Shit happens.
And then it fills up, and it's a whole nother story in that again, because then you have to find a place to empty it. So, but otherwise, what else do I struggle with? Getting your clothing dried, but that is also not really anything. Sometimes when, you know. No. What do you struggle with?
Well, it's not nothing for Portugal, but in other countries, sometimes it was a bit hard to find water.
Yeah, that's not a problem here.
Another thing that is a bit hard with children, at least, if you go to a place where you want to stay and then the place is not nice.
Yeah.
And you have to move on, or you want to move on again, so you drive more than you actually wanted to, and then the driving is tiring.
Okay,
so that gives you more stress.
Yeah.
At least with with children, then that sucks a bit. And then, one thing. It's a bit, I don't know.
We just talked about shit.
Well, I'm used to buy bio products, biological, organically produced products, and that's one thing that's very important for me. And that's in Germany. You can have that.
Yeah.
Luckily, here in Portugal as well.
Yeah. You just have to really search. They're not good at putting themselves on Google.
Yeah.
And then they don't use the same words as we do, like bio or a bio store, and so it's hard to find. But they actually have them. Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
But there are so many other countries where you can't find. Well, and you don't, or at least you don't know. I think there also, if you go to a market and you buy from the old ladies, you can,
they probably look
like, and have it's bio. It's just it doesn't say it. Yeah, but
I think so too. I think in a lot of the more poor countries, most of them actually locally produced, and they go on the markets. Like here, you can see it when we just went to the market this weekend with the old ladies. Oh, those strawberries! It's strawberry season.
Well, in Portugal.
Yeah.
And cherries.
And for that, Portugal, I think it's wonderful. It's one thing that's not so wonderful here is that they banned wild camping, so we can't camp anywhere anymore.
Yeah, that's
sucks.
Yeah.
But they have those free campgrounds where we are parking
perfect.
right
it's
now.
It's perfect. Yeah.
So we're actually in the middle of the city, but we don't hear it. It's in the city. It's surrounded by what are they called? Trees.
What is that green thing?
And there's water and there's showers, and it's just perfect. So van life in Portugal, I think, is still perfect, and you can find water everywhere here, like literally everywhere. Because in the old days in Portugal, in the small villages, they had one space where the water came out of the wall, or still does, and that's where they got the water from. So,
I have another point.
I could see that. Spaghetti-o.
Okay, that's maybe also specific for families, but and it's a topic you usually don't talk about, and it's where do you have sex?
Sexy time.
I mean, the bus is a tiny place, and
you have children, we
have kids, so that's sometimes just like, we have sex, but we have one slot in the evening, and we have only one place where we can have sex, and so
I want to know where it is.
It's a bit like this then reduces our flexibility. Like if we would live in a house, we would definitely have more
sex,
or more places where we at least can be a bit more what is it, more
flexible, more sexy,
more
yeah. I think let's talk about sex, because I think for me, I didn't thought about that, but that is a struggle as well, because the cleanliness, like for us is for me, I like to have had a shower, and sometimes maybe I still feel a little, can people hear us and stuff like that, and a van moves.
It moves, exactly. It's the moving. I think maybe not the sound, but it moves. So
it does. It's like we.
You can, you really see that there is something happening.
Yeah. Ooh, they're having a good time over there. So for me it's definitely it's easier for me to have sex when we're at the ocean, where we just can jump in, or we have like a shower here that's getting warm in the afternoon. But I will also say we plan it more. We also, even though we don't have children and everything like that, but it has to be more planned in a certain way, because you just don't. I don't know. I think actually many couples need to plan it a little more and make it a priority to have sex with their partners and just be intimate. So we plan that, and we make this area where we're sitting now to a bed, and sorry.
Yeah, so even have to prepare something. Yeah.
And then we will have a shower before, and I think, but good topic, because I think a lot of people don't talk about it. It is. And you don't always feel, if you park just somewhere, you don't always feel safe sometimes, maybe also, and then your libido also goes down. So it's you don't always feel it. I've definitely felt in some places where we parked a little bit dodgy, especially in England, because in England you can't park wild, and it's worse than here. Anyway, so then you don't always feel safe, and then you just don't. So plan it when you and maybe if you're younger and have no kids, it's easier. Who knows?
It might be easier. Well, you can also have sex outside. It's not
exactly. If you while parking, then it's much more.
Then it's okay.
Exactly. But inside, and then you have different positions as well, because it's different.
Yeah, I mean, you
compared to where your bed is at and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I check if I have another one.
Yeah. I felt so unprepared today, but Anna took over, so that's just fantastic. But I like that you took up the question with sex, and But do you have anything else?
I have one last thing. Maybe that's where do you, like, if you need something and you can't find it at the place where you are and you need to order it online, where do you send it? Or when you need any documents, or when you have to print something and you have to send it. So this is actually something that is a bit more harder to get along with, because you have to find the post office, you have to find a place where you can print it, and then also where do you send the stuff you need, and then it's good to have friends or to know someone, or but those things you have to find out, so it's a bit more time or more effort you have to put in that.
You just don't go down to the post office or call your friends and print stuff. That's true. I think also it's because I think you have a lot of more paperwork to do in Germany than we have in Denmark. We just we digitalized we more on the computer.
Germany's so backward.
It's like Philip was explaining about he's doing his taxes and he has to actually ship the real papers.
Like it's so many pages.
So for us this hasn't been an issue, because we online. But anyways, for the shipping stuff, you send it to your Swedish friends in Portugal. I think they have also, I don't know, you can send, I know that we had a couple we met, they send it just directly to the post office closest to them, DHL. With DHL, she had, because she was a photographer, and they sent the stuff she had to take photos of.
I think in many countries you can send it to the post office.
But I think definitely think about it before you just go traveling. If it's something that's really important to you that needs to be done more often, then research in your country before you go. But if it's just, if we don't need it, we never needed it. We only ship things now because we have an address. So yeah. Anything else?
That's all I have.
I would just want to see. It's so much fun to sit and talk with you. If you have something else, yeah. But a little bit. How does it feel different? Because I know that you had a flat, like you said, with Anton in the beginning, with Philip and everything, and I can relate to that. I always called Jens Weekend Jens and Week Jens.
Yeah,
he was so different. I was like, I'm not. Is that the wonderful guy I started dating? But anyway, so how do you feel different to compare to living in the like? Is there like an internal feeling of? Do you feel more free in a van?
Yeah, I feel more free because I'm not surrounded by walls and by other houses.
Yeah,
And I can relax more because just my eyes are relaxed.
yeah,
And
all the green.
Yeah, and I feel satisfied. I don't miss anything. When we lived in a flat, I had the feeling that there's something missing, or there's something I didn't. Sometimes I was like so unsatisfied that I got really angry and I slammed doors and everything annoyed me and I got really angry with other people, although it was my problem. That was my thing, not the others were not wrong or something. Yeah, but now I'm happy.
Oh, good. That's
I'm
why
still tired.
exploring happiness. Yeah,
but yeah, that's normal with children.
Yeah.
But at least I know that is
Tired and happy.
Tired and happy, and I know I'm pretty sure that is what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I think that is van life. It's such an experience to do. I think it for me, what it has done for me and Jens's relationship, it has brought us closer, of course, because we are in a closer room. But I mean, we have to communicate much better and talk about things instead of just leaving it, because we are in this room together, can't escape and slam doors and stuff. He doesn't want me to slam the door. So, and yeah, the freedom feeling is just big for me as well. We can we can just move and see something new whenever I get bored of a place. But also now we actually been settling here for 1.5 weeks.
Yeah,
where we just are, and we just stay on this campground and we together, and it feels really nice. I think it's really nice. We've been traveling for 1 month together now, and been nice to just have neighbors. Not that we are not all the time together. It's just nice to
we just come and go.
Yeah, exactly, and build good friendships this way that you don't. But because one thing that van life also gives you is like-minded people. Yeah.
Very important point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because, and especially in these times with this sea thing going on.
Yeah.
The people who dare to travel now, definitely in a different mindset and same mindset as us. And isn't that just nice that we met each other and we could
awesome.
Just talk?
It's awesome.
And we don't judge. There's nothing, no fights, no. We're just
easy.
on the same level.
Same level, same mindset.
Yeah.
And we haven't had that in Germany.
No.
Not at all.
Exactly.
At least I can't think of anyone. So yeah.
Yeah, and it just feels for me freeing that I can just be myself with my views of the world. I think that
you don't feel so alone and so different.
Yeah.
There are other people who do the same or want the same.
They're more weirdos.
There are more weirdos. Yeah.
Exactly. And that is for me one of the greatest things about van life.
Maybe that was the reason that caused maybe the feeling of missing something. Maybe that was the one that I just missed other people who are have visions and have dreams and
hopes,
do what they want, and
so true. I think for me that is one of my biggest things. That's why I always travel back to Bali, because in Bali it's a melting pot of different mindsets and different thinking people, and that is a big missing part for me to just could be who I am and talk about different things, but having coming out of the drama that's going on in my old life, and then just being able to dream, like you say, and have business goals and want to make the world a better place and doing exciting stuff and helping each other and cheering each other on instead of pulling each other down. I think that is the best thing.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
can help each other. I think
Yeah.
that's also because there's like when I talk with my German friends about what I do, they start criticizing or asking questions or critical questions. I mean, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's but then it's also nice if there is someone who can like say, yeah, well, I can. Do you want to do in this? I have expertise in this. I can help you with that, or
Yeah.
I can give you a little hint how to do this, or I know some technical stuff, or whatever it is. But it just or like to have someone that is not only criticizing but also be like, do it. What do you wait for? So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because all the dreams we have, it's not impossible.
Yeah.
It's just like somebody just needs to light the way. And there's actually also no reason to be critical about it, I think. I think that we have too much of that. It's, of course, if it's completely out there ridiculous and you want to, I don't know, land a drone on the moon, or maybe that's possible. Is that possible? Could be possible. Probably. Let's ask Elon Musk about that. But anyways, like, why not help your friends? Why not support your friends with small
Yeah.
businesses and ideas? Because
And give them confidence.
Yeah,
maybe
because
also. Yeah.
because you want to, the dreams you have, they're so wonderful, and you're gonna help so many women and parents to raise their children in a different way and just support them. And I think there's nothing to be criticized about that. Just how to figure out the technical stuff. Because that's and all our weird
Yeah.
fears.
Exactly.
All our like, am I good enough, and all that stuff. And we don't need anybody else to pull us down.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
do that fine ourselves.
Yeah. So true.
Yeah. I think this was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that was a funny, good podcast. So I think we're closing it down for now. So if you have any other questions about van life, mama living, you can find Anna at happy
Hyphen
mama
mama.de.
de. Yeah.
And then on Instagram, just without the hyphen.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
happymama.de.
Himimama.
Yeah.
We're gonna this time. I promise I will link it down below, and please share, comment, and like, and follow, and all this schminoli that helps us to grow. And if you have any other questions in the comments below, I think we're then out.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
thank you so much for today, Anna.
Mhm.
It's super great having you on again. We had a good talk. We talked about both shit and sex and all
you
of
need to know
all
about.
of
Yeah.
van life. Yeah.
Shit and sex.
Yeah, shit and sex. What a beautiful ending. Okay, tune in
Okay.
tomorrow at 11 o'clock again. And